Hi, this is Jason Epp with PTCI, and today I'm here with RJ Vaughn, who is a captain and a paramedic with the Guyman Fire Department. RJ, we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, RJ, I think you said you've lived in Guyman most of your life. How long have obviously this is a passion of yours, how long have you been with the Guyman Fire Department?
So I started as a volunteer in 2008, and then in 2010 I became a paid guy, worked up through the ranks and became a captain.
Well, and as we were talking earlier a little bit, we were, PTCI through the Foundations of Rural Service was able to find money through a grant to help with a very important project that the fire department has put on. And of course, it wasn't just PTCI that's helped make this possible. Tell us a little bit about those who've helped make it possible and also this project.
So this project, we do what we try to get out in the community as much as we can. The Farm Bureau used to bring a smoke trailer is what we call it. It's pretty much just a travel trailer that's rebuilt kind of into a house. We would teach kids all the way from pre-K all the way to 6th grade, depending on their age level. We'd teach them fire safety in, bedroom safety, kitchen safety, living room safety, and then just all around general fire safety. We all know kids, if you have something to show them, it holds their attention a lot longer. So I came up with this idea, maybe we should just build our own smoke trailer. So we got with a local volunteer here, JJ Palacios. He owns Palacios Construction. He said he would donate the construction of the building or of the trailer, and then we'd just pay for labor. So going on from there, we had lots of ideas. I wanted to throw more technology in it. Being in the 21st century, I mean, you need technology in there. Yes. So I got with PTCI, and then that's whenever we were able to find this grant. We worked through it. PTCI, they extremely helped me out a lot. Ended up getting it. We got a $5,000 grant for technology. So that's going to be used for computer systems, electrical systems that can be all ran by tablet, and everything like that for the smoke trailer. A lot of other people that are all local, because I have been trying to keep it local. So we've had like Joe's Custom Concrete has donated. Casey Roshaw from Lumber Mart has been very gracious in what he's done. And then, of course, PTCI, and then Seaboard has donated, and also Tri-County so far. So all in all, we have a great start to it. We're actually about to start the building process within the next few weeks. We do have a deadline with the foundation's money, but we're all about hitting deadlines, so we'll make sure we get that.
And Guyman being a unique place in that, we're the first place that a lot of people from all around the world end up, in that the on-hands training for children is important of all ages. They learn great that way, but also the fact that we do have such a language barrier here with kids who come in here who may not know English at all. It's even that more vital that you guys are able to do the hands-on approach and have them walk through it. In this house, I know you were describing it earlier, kind of walk us through this house that's going to be built. Okay,
so it's going to be a 2-story house. It's going to be 12 foot high, 8 foot wide, and 28 foot long. We're going to start off, you go in through the entrance and the exit will both be on the same side for safety. So we'll have the kids enter, and as soon as they enter, they'll enter what we call the living room. That's where we'll teach the kids fireplace safety, not to put aerosol cans next to a fireplace, stuff like that. It'll also have a phone in there. That way we can teach kids how to call 911. With PTCI, we've been setting up it's almost going to be like a direct line. So whenever the firefighter that's teaching those kids actually picks up the phone and dials 911, it'll just go straight to the next room, where another firefighter can answer that and act like an operator and say, 911, what's your emergency? That way kids can see a visual and an audio to get, we don't call 911 for this, this, or this, and if you do because you have an emergency, this is what you're going to hear. So they'll hear that. We also have bilingual firefighters. That way, if you have Spanish speaking or anything like that, we'll be able to teach them too. From that room, you'll go through a hallway and you'll go into the kitchen. In the kitchen, we're going to have a sink, we have a toaster, a microwave, regular outlets, stuff like that. So we'll teach the kids, you know, not to put cords inside of the sink with running water, not to try to get toast out of a toaster with a fork, not to put aluminum foil in the microwave, and then we'll throw some little things at them. For instance, we'll hide a gas can underneath the sink and see if somebody happens to find it. We'll also teach them fire extinguisher safety, of how to actually put out a fire, and of course that's age-based. We probably won't do that with the preschoolers, but 6th graders get to do fun stuff like that. We'll also teach them whenever you're cooking, so if you have pot handles and everything, make sure your parents are turning them in. That way, you know, if they have any little brothers or sisters, you don't want them knocking over that pot handle and knocking hot water all over them. One thing that I am going to incorporate into the smoke trailer, though, is we're going to put a TV inside the kitchen, but it's also going to be able to kind of be seen by the living room, and it's going to have, going in with our bilingual firefighters, we're going to have like a little script that we kind of go by, and we'll have pictures and also the words of actually what the firefighters are talking about in a different language on the TV. That way, those, you know, Spanish speaking only or anything like that, they can read it too as we're talking if they don't understand very well. So then we'll go up the stairs and we'll go into the bedroom. In the bedroom, that's where we're going to teach the kids, you know, make sure you're sleeping with your door closed, but then what a smoke alarm actually sounds like. So we can set off a smoke or a fire alarm and then make them escape. Now the cool thing about this is it's all going to be digitally ran by a tablet. So VIP Security, which is another one of our sponsors, they're going to go in there and they're going to pretty much make it a smart home, pretty much. So we hit a button and then smoke machines are going to go off, and through the vents we can fill that whole trailer up with smoke. That way it allows these kids to actually get down on the ground, do what we're telling them to do, you know, stay low, and then escape out, go to a meeting place, and then make sure whenever they're out, they stay out. So it's very cool. I'm very excited about it. I'm already ready to see it done, and we haven't even got to the building stage yet, but I'm already really excited for it. So,
well, and it is a great tool to be able to teach young children like that. I mean, it's already a tragedy for somebody to lose a home, but a far greater tragedy if a child or another human, you know, a grown adult even, was lost in a fire. Yes. And just the ability to, if that was to happen and one of those kids was there in a home, that if they could think back on what happened in that moment, and not only for themselves, but maybe even for another adult in their family to help them know what to do in those situations too. Yes, could be life-saving. And that's what you guys are in the business for doing, right?
It is, yes sir. We are in the life-saving business, but also we do have a firefighter here now that he was in grade school whenever this program first came out for Farm Bureau, and he's now a firefighter for us. Because he went through it so many times, he just absolutely fell in love with the fire service. So now he came in. So it's not only just education to save your life, but you may also find a career in it.
Well, that's awesome. That inspired him for his future career to find his passion and want to save lives as well. One of the other things I wanted to talk a little bit about is PTCI is also a part of AT&T's network with FirstNet, which after 9/11, they found that after that major tragedy, a terrible event that the United States was hit with, that one of the problems was that first responders couldn't communicate with each other because there was no dedicated cellular service for that, and everybody in that situation is obviously in a panic trying to call out to let people they know they're okay, or people from outside are trying to call in to try to get a hold of somebody that they know that possibly might have been in that area that day and everything. So if tragedy, a major disaster was to strike here, you know, because of this, there's dedicated spectrum for first responders. What does that mean for the Guymon Fire Department and emergency services, and obviously police as well in this area?
Yes, sir. So an open line is very crucial. Whenever we have a major incident happen, like you said, everybody's trying to, you know, call their loved ones or anything like that. But we all have 2-way radios in our vehicles, but they don't always work. You get really windy days or anything like that, which out here in the Oklahoma Panhandle, that's every day. And it's, yes sir. So it's very hard to keep those open. So if we have an open dedicated line just for first responders, that makes things so much easier for us to be able to get, personnel where we need them, the correct apparatuses where we need them, to be able to save more lives entirely in the whole scheme of things.
Well, so much of that is, it's not just having the right equipment and the knowledge, but it's also being able to get there in the amount of time that you need to, especially when you're dealing with fire or explosives or things like that. Timing is so much of that, being able to get there, get in there as quickly as possible. So, well, PTCI is very proud to be a part of that. And RJ, we sure appreciate your time today. God bless the fire department here in Guyman. We appreciate everything that you guys do, not only working to keep us safe, but also working to educate people so that they can keep themselves safe as adults, but also as children.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. We thank the Guyman Fire Department once again for everything they do, and look forward to, for everybody out there to see this smokehouse when it's finished. I'm sure they're going to have an open house where they can show it off to the community. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Jason Epp with PTCI, and today we are in Spearman, Texas at 5 Star Equipment, and I am here with Richie Thompson, who is one of the owners and also the acting manager here. Richie, we appreciate you taking time to talk with us today, and we were talking a little bit before this just about some of the history of this place when you guys became owners. You're a local ownership, and it doesn't just include you, but several other people. And tell us a little bit about that, and also how you guys came into ownership of it.
Well, when there was the previous owner was getting out, and we knew that we knew how to run the dealership, and with him getting out, that was just something that we could do, and we put together a group of people. We had several. It took a lot, and they were all jumped in, and you know, that's how we got started. And there are 3 of us that are still here that were in that first go round, and we still have 2 outstanding partners, and it's been good. It's been good for all of us. But you know, and of course, when you do something like this, the people that you bring into the dealership, the people that you hire, the people that you want to represent you, that's key. Because if you don't have that, you don't have anything. No matter what we do, it doesn't matter. We have to have quality people, and we do. We've been very fortunate in that area.
Well, you don't stick around, you know, for 33 years without not only quality ownership, but quality people that are handling your customers on a daily basis. That's for sure.
It's really a good thing.
Well, you know, speaking about your business, what all different kinds that you guys are involved in sales and service?
Yes.
Tell us, you know, when it comes to sales, what all kinds of products? I know it runs the gambit of the whole farm business. Tell us what you've got here.
It's just what you said. Anything that goes on the farm, as far as CNH comes to it, tractors, combines, planters. We don't do sprayers. We did for a while, and we didn't have enough people to do with that. So we have a place that we can get them, but we don't stock them. We're also a Zematic center pivot company, and it's really been good for us. Sure is. And one of our partners heads that up, and they're very good at what they do. So I don't know that I would want to do some of the stuff they do, but they seem to enjoy it, and it's helped us a lot. But we're very fortunate to have the clientele that we have, and like I said, we go from way south to way north, just say 100 miles any direction, and we're glad to have the people that we do have that they like to do that. So that's how we are.
Well, and a big part of taking care of a customer is having great service in the business that you guys have too. So I know you also have a service department that takes
Correct.
good care of people. And
Sure.
what all areas do they cover as well?
The same thing. It's all of it. Where if it's a broken down tractor, a broken down combine, a plow, whatever's out there, if they've got a problem, we go fix it. And we've been doing that all these years.
Well, and also probably what's helped expand your business a little bit. I know, you know, with PTCI, we love to do business with local business, and you guys being completely locally owned, and us being a co-op just across the line in the Oklahoma Panhandle, doing business here with people that, you know, really in the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle, we've got a lot more in common with each other than we probably do with the people in our state capitals. So
that's probably right.
We're very much in common that way, but I know your phone systems are through PTCI, but also your internet, and I imagine that's even brought in business that maybe not have come your way without it too.
I would say so. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we get people calling us from all over the United States, and it's really kind of, it's fun to talk to them, and we always ask, well, how'd you get us? And they'll tell us, and it's just what we
And we welcome you back to Jimmy Peck Court here at Boomer Fieldhouse at Woodward High School in Woodward, Oklahoma. It's time for the Boys Area Consolation Championship, and it will be the Leedey Bison, who come in 6th ranked in the state. They will take on the Tyrone Bobcats, who come in 14th ranked, come in with a 12-5 record. Now, Tyrone defeated Leedey in the regional championship. So these two beat them in Leedey on their home floor. So this is a rematch of that game. And we'll give you the starting lineups first with the Leedey Bison. A junior number 10, Drake Page. A junior number 13, Jack Puffenbarger. A freshman number 21, Luke Puffenbarger. A senior number 32, Caden Chapman, and a senior number 55, Nathan Hill. The Bison are coached by Lance Carpenter, and he's assisted by Randy Henry. Starting for the Bobcats will be a junior number 2, Rylan Johnson, a junior number 5, Roberto Hernandez, a senior number 15, Ethan Brown, a junior number 23, Jackson Bell, and a junior number 24, Kobe Williams. Leedey with the opening possession of the game. Bobcats are coached by head coach Clay Witt. He's assisted by Travis Banning. Chapman with the ball outside, now to Puffenbarger. Ball into the post, turn around, bank shot. That one touched the rim about 15 times and drops in. Leedey takes a 2-0 lead off of Hill's basket. Ball in the high post to Williams. Kicks it baseline, Brown with it. Kicks it back outside, Johnson, quick to Bell, looked at the 3, now back down to Brown. Outside, Johnson for 3. He drains it. Tyrone now leads 3-2. And we're a minute into the contest. Ball on the wing into the corner. 3-pointer by Page, no good. Rebounded and put back up by Hill. No good on the putback. And ball back over to Tyrone. Under 3 minutes left in Hooker's contest as their girls are leading Luther 47-37. Hernandez with the ball out top. Outside, short corner to Williams, dives underneath, banks it up and in. 5-2, the lead for the Bobcats. Bobcats trying to make it back to the state tournament. There's Leedey is as well. Somebody's not going back. The Forgan Bulldogs defeated Tyrone in the area championship yesterday to punch their ticket to the state tournament. One of these teams will today. Luke Puffenbarger back outside to Chapman. Drives in, floater, banks it up and in. And it's back to a 1-point game. It looks like Leedey's got Page attached to Hernandez, trying to limit his touches. Three-pointer by Bell off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Jack Puffenbarger. Chapman with it out top. Ball at the high post to Hill. Now over to Page. Drives in. Right-handed layup. Gets that one. He got some English on that one to drop it in. 6-5 the lead for Leedey. Brown gives it off to Bell in the corner. He'll bring it up to the wing. Now back to Brown in the corner. Skip pass to Johnson. Johnson drives, kicks to the corner. Now back to Brown for three. In and out. Tip back out. Brown gets the rebound. Williams in the corner. He hit 4 threes the other night. Johnson drives in the lane, puts up the floater. No good. Bell with the rebound. Misses the short putback. Hill with the rebound. Looked like Leedey's length bothered some of the Tyrone players on those putback baskets there. Leedey is a very tall team. Of course, Tyrone's not too small themselves. They're kind of used to being the bigger team. Hill misses 2, misses the third, but does draw the foul. Foul will be on Williams. That will be his first, team's first foul. Smith at the line for 2 shots. Misses the first. 4:11 left to play here in the first quarter. Makes the second 2-point lead for the Bison. Now Johnson over to Brown. Now to Bell. Johnson with it into the lane. Williams shot too strong. And Williams will be called for his second foul quickly at the scorer's table. Is the sophomore, number 4, Connor Witt. And Williams has to sit with these early 2 fouls. Just midway through the second quarter. Chapman with it on the wing. Back outside to Puffenbarger. Tipped away by Witt, gets it back. Back outside to Page. Chapman looks to go baseline. Puts it up and gets it to crawl over the rim. 9-5 lead for Leedey. Johnson to Bell. Now to Hernandez. Hernandez guarded closely by Page. Double team. Puffenbarger gives it up to Johnson. Pulls up for 3. He's going to be fouled from behind. He'll get 3 free throws. Foul will be on number 10, Drake Page. That'll be his first. And the team's first foul. So Johnson at the line for 3 shots. First one off the back iron. Misses the second. A little long on both. Misses all 3. Hill with the rebound. And Chapman will bring it up. Looks like the Hooker Lady Bulldogs are going to advance to the area championship as they're up by 10 on Luther with just 9 seconds left to play and shooting free throws. Page misses the 3. Hernandez with the rebound. Loses control of it. Gets it back after Puffenbarger touched it. Ball to Brown, looked at the three, back to Bell. Now back to Brown for three. Missed it, and a foul is going to be called on Witt on the foul. His first, team's third. And Hooker has defeated Luther 52-44 for the 2A regional championship. Like we said, they'll move on to the area championship. Chapman fall away in the lane. Gets that one to drop in. Shooters roll 11-5 with 2:15 to play. We've got a timeout on the floor. Leedey leads. Both teams back out on the court now. Tyrone with possession of the ball. They led 5-2 at one point. 9-0 run by Leedey. Hernandez with the ball. Back out top. Now over to Bell. Johnson looks at the three, drives, kicks to the corner. Bell with it now. Baseline drive underneath. Back up top. Johnson open for the top of the key three. No good. Rebounded by Puffenbarger. Tyrone having a hard time finding the bottom of that net. Chapman driving the lane, puts it up, no good. Hill with the putback. Hill with 5 points now, minute and a half left. Tyrone down by 8. Ball over to Witt, now to Hernandez in the corner. Double team, gets it back out to Witt. That one tipped, but Johnson able to grab it. Back to Witt, now back to Johnson. Tried to pass it inside. Bell is fouled. They'll say on the floor. That will be on Jack Puffenbarger. That will be his first, team second. Tyrone will inbound it underneath the basket. 1:02 to play here in the first quarter. Witt back to Johnson. Gives it off to Hernandez. Bell with it. Goes up and it's blocked. Jump ball as Chapman got his hand on the top of it. Williams checks back into the game for Tyrone, as well as in for the first time, a junior number 31, Aiden Rollins. 46.3, still Tyrone ball as the arrow pointed in their favor. Ball into Williams. Now back up top to Hernandez. Brown back to Williams, looked at the three. Now Brown to Johnson. Back to Brown, puts up the three. A little off, rebounded by Jack Puffenbarger. Leedey with an opportunity to make this a double-digit lead here on this possession. Drive, banks off hard. Rollins with the rebound on the backside. Williams across the midcourt. Now to Johnson. Outside to Rollins. Now over to Hernandez. Lets the defender go by. Put up the three. No good. And after 1 quarter of play, Leedey leads Tyrone 13-5.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. And we are back, ready to start the second quarter. We'll update you over there in Enid. Texhoma leads Calumet in the final seconds of the first quarter, 13-12. Make that 15-12 now. Leedey ball here. They lead by 8. They're on an 11-0 run as Tyrone led 5-2 early on. Leedey now leading 13-5. Puffenbarger with it, tapped away by Hernandez, gathers it back in, gives it up to Page. Now Luke Puffenbarger, baseline bank shot by Hill is good. Hill's got 7, and it is a 10-point deficit for the Bobcats. Williams on the wing with it. High post to Hernandez. Spins in the lane, and he's fouled as he tries to shoot. So he'll get 2 shots. That will be number 2 on Page. Team's 3rd foul. And they'll say he wasn't shooting. It seemed pretty obvious his arms were moving up to shoot. Brown back up top to Williams. Now to Johnson. Brown with it on the wing. He'll bring it up top. Rollins back over to Johnson. Drives to the hoop, and a blocking foul will be called on Hill. That'll be his first, team's 4th foul. Johnson back at the line. Gets the first one to go. The end of one in Enid. Texhoma is up on Morrison, 15-12. Second shot good as well, 15-7. That ends a pretty long scoring drought for the Bobcats. Just under 7 left to play here in the first half. Puffenbarger back to Chapman at the high post. Puts up the shot, no good. Hernandez with the rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it up to Johnson, over to Rollins. High post to Hernandez. They'll call him for the travel. Witt. Bell check back in, and also in for the first time will be the junior number 12, Kieran White. Timeout on the floor. 6:32 left in the half. Leedey leads Tyrone 15-7. And we are back out of the timeout. Leedey ball. Full court pressure now by Tyrone. They'll try to see if they can get back in this one with some defensive pressure, force some turnovers. Chapman, long pass ahead to Hill. Now back out front to Chapman. Back over to Hill. High post shot up by Luke Puffenbarger, missed it. Long rebound to Johnson. And Bell laying on the floor in pain. Johnson drives all the way and missed the shot. Rebounded by Luke Puffenbarger. Bell up but limping hard. Back over to Page. High post, Puffenbarger. That's going to be a travel. And Brown will check in. Bell will limp over to the sideline. We'll hope he's okay. White with the ball. His pass blocked and stolen away by Chapman. Now Page with it on the wing. Back up top and around. Chapman for three. No good. Rebound on the backside, though, by Jack Puffenbarger. Baseline drive by Chapman. No good. Basket won't drop on the putback, but there was a foul, and Hill will go to the line. Actually, Chapman will go to the line for two shots. Foul is on Brown. That's his first, team's fourth foul. First shot by Chapman is good. White checks out. Williams into the game. Sinks the second as well. 10-point lead again for Leedey. Brown, pass off to Witt. Witt gets it back over to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive, hands it off to Hernandez. He draws a double team. Now Brown back outside to Johnson. Pass over to Witt. Steps in the lane, pass down low. Williams shot blocked. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Bobcats. Pass and a 5-second call. Ball turned back over to Leedey. 4:40 to play here in the first half. Tyrone with some full court pressure again. Ball across the timeline. Back outside. Chapman at the point with it. Back on the wing to Puffenbarger. Baseline jumper by Hill, no good. Hernandez with the rebound. Ball knocked away by Page. That's going to be his third foul, as he's been guarding Hernandez the whole game. They've had him sticking to him. He'll have to head to the bench with 3 fouls. Checking in will be the junior number 35, Peyton Goodall. Long pass to Hernandez outside. Hernandez in the lane, kicks it across to Bell. Had trouble gathering it in, does jump step in the lane. Gets that one to drop in there. It sat on the rim for a while, but fell in. 17-9. Puffenbarger across the timeline. Double teamed. Long pass ahead. Grabbed by Jack Puffenbarger. Chapman with the drive in the lane, too strong. Hernandez tips it out to Johnson. Back up to Hernandez. Hernandez drives to the block, and they'll say a blocking foul is going to be called on Luke Puffenbarger. So Hernandez, they'll say that one was, that basket did count. Misses the and one, 17-11 now the score. Luke Puffenbarger across the timeline, now trapped. They'll say an over and back, a turnover, back to Tyrone. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:18 left in the first half. Leedey leads Tyrone 17-11.
We get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. So out of the timeout, Tyrone ball. They trail by 6. They've trailed by as many as 12 in this one. Hill out there tying his shoe. Guess he couldn't take care of that during the timeout. So we're back to action. Johnson with the ball. Over to Bell. Looked at the three. Passed it up. Guarded by Puffenbarger. Now back over to Brown. Now baseline to Williams. Johnson with it. Now over to Bell. Johnson back outside to Brown. Now Bell steps in, picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Johnson. Brown open for three from the corner. No good. Chapman with the rebound on the backside. Across the timeline, drives all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in. Luke Puffenbarger with the basket, 19-11, 2.5 to play. Hernandez with the ball. Looking to go one-on-one, passes it off to Bell. Now to Johnson. Hernandez with it underneath, splits the defenders, puts it up off the glass, no good, but he draws a foul. 7th team foul on Leedey, first personal foul on Goodall. Texhoma leading Calumet 22-15 over in Enid with about 2 minutes left in the first half. Second shot no good. Ball last touch by Leedey, so we'll stay with Tyrone. They trail by 7 after Hernandez made that first one. Bell with the drive. Splits the defenders, puts it off the glass, no good. Hill with the rebound. Puffenbarger with it. Drives to the hoop, punched away, but they'll call the foul. A travel call. Hernandez gets the screen from Johnson. Now over to Bell. Bell looked at the three, he was open. Johnson drives, puts up the floater, puts it up and in. 19-14, under a minute and a half left here in the first half. Double team. And a layup by Luke Puffenbarger. Johnson with it, over to Bell. Pass to Johnson, dives inside, free throw line shot, no good. Rebound by Luke Puffenbarger. Gets it to Chapman across the timeline. Kicks it outside, Hill with the lay-in. 23-14, Hill's got 50 seconds left in the half. Johnson walks it up. Looks like they'll hold for the final shot of the half. Clock under 20 seconds here left in the half. Winner advances to the state tournament. The loser, their season over. 10 seconds left. And here comes Johnson with 6. Brown back to Johnson. Now to Williams. Puts up the 3. No good. And we head to the half. It's Leedey 23, Tyrone 14. We'll be back with the second half.
At PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Hey, we get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Jason with PTCI, and today we are at the offices of Panhandle Services for Children, and we're talking with Destiny Traylor, who is the Chief Executive Officer of this charitable organization. Thank you for taking time to talk with us today, Destiny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Destiny, I know that your operation has been around not too long, but for a little while. Tell us a little bit about the history, and then also just the different services that you provide for children in the Panhandle and also for families as well.
Okay, so we have been around since 2012, so we're not very old, and we are one of 39 youth service agencies statewide, where we are a part of a statewide network, but we're the only ones local. So we serve all 3 Panhandle counties, and we provide services anywhere from counseling to educational programs in the schools and here in the office, and even foster care.
Well, and you mentioned foster care, and I know that that's something that's near and dear to your heart and really this whole organization's. Tell me some specific stories maybe that have been very heartwarming and touching for maybe you or just the other people that work here, and how it's affected you.
Okay, well, foster care is really an amazing program that we have here, and I'm very proud of it because we have a lot of adoptions take place. And we have had more adoptions take place than even some of the bigger agencies downstate. So that has been really amazing to see because you get to see everything from start to finish. So you get to see those kids be removed and the horrible situations that they're removed from, and then everything in between the removal to the parental rights being removed, and then the adoption taking place with the family that you've been there from step one. And it's just really amazing to see that.
You also mentioned your classroom, which we're real close by here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the services you provide in your classroom.
Okay, so our educational programs are anything from anger management to parenting classes to It's My Life, which is a program for first-time offenders or kids that are on the end of getting in trouble a little bit and need some help that way. So we can do any kind of educational program that's needed. We also go into the schools and teach life skills to all the grades in the school. And really anything that's a need, that's what we're here for. So if somebody has a need in the community, they can contact us, we can develop that program and try to meet that need.
Well, and we've also talked about, just like you said, you cover all 3 panhandles, so you cover a enormous coverage of area, probably larger than I imagine anybody else in the state, probably at least double the size of anybody else, I would imagine. So also, typically those who downstate look at us out here and they don't necessarily think we're up to date on technology. And I know you've mentioned in the past that you guys have had some situations where they didn't think that you had access to those things, but you know, with partnership with PTCI, you're able to take care of these things a whole lot better than maybe they thought.
Yes, it's always really funny because we contract with state agencies in Oklahoma City and Tulsa area, and they hear Guyman and they think, well, that's in the middle of nowhere, and so they're always concerned about our internet access and our ability to transfer files and different things like that, but we have PTCI, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, and I know that I've heard you mention before that if you didn't have those things, you were expected to get into a car and drive 5 hours basically that moment to take care of those situations, and
yes.
So it is very beneficial to be able to have that. So
yes, it is.
Well, with PTCI knows that you guys just provide an incredible service here, and we're glad that the co-op, the cooperative wants to help our local families and local businesses and things like that. So to know that that is provided, that you guys don't have to make those midnight runs like that as much,
Right.
especially in a field that is so important like that, where you are talking about children who have been in traumatic situations that are being removed, and their whole lives were a mess before. It's still very topsy-turvy through that, so I'm sure that's very comforting to you guys as well.
Yes, it is, and really it's all of our programs. So counseling and education, because of the situation that we're in with COVID, we've had to do a lot of telemed services. Well, PTCI has been a huge help with that as well, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to see those kids. And we're able to see them on the computer with the high-speed internet access, and it helps all around.
Well, Destiny, I guess the other thing that I would ask you to tell any of our viewers about are, you guys are a charitable organization. If this touches somebody's heart, if they're interested in maybe fostering, adopting, or just maybe even giving a financial gift to your organization and everything, what would they need to do?
I would say that there are a lot of different ways that you can support us, just like what you mentioned. You can become a foster family. If you're in need of our services, you can just contact us. We have a website. It's www.panhandleservices.org. We also have a Facebook page, and our phone number is everywhere, so you're welcome to call us anytime and we can help you with whatever you need.
Once again, Panhandle Services for Children, and maybe they can be a help for you and your family, or maybe a child that you know, but also it might be an opportunity for you to impact your community or a child's life in a great way. So, Destiny, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're back here at Boomer Field House, Jimmy Peck Court, Woodward High School. 23-14, Leedey leads Tyrone at the half. Leading scorer for the Bobcats. Rylan Johnson with 7 points. Only person in any kind of foul trouble, Williams with 2. On the other side for Leedey, it's Chapman with 8 points and also Hill with 9. Nobody, well, I shouldn't say nobody. Drake Page, number 10, who's been face guarding Hernandez, has 3 fouls, so that's their only person with any kind of foul trouble. Hernandez has been held to 3 points. Some of the other games that are going on, Texhoma trying to make it to the Class A state tournament. They lead Calumet 24-15 at the half. Calumet, the number 5 ranked team in the state. Hooker girls, they won their regional championship. They'll head to the area championship in 2A as they beat Luther 52-44. Hooker leads Morrison in the boys regional championship early on, 14-2 in the first quarter. Tyrone with possession of the ball to start this second half. Ball on the wing. Now back up top to Johnson. Drives to the block. Double teamed. He'll be called for the travel. Scooted that pivot foot just a little bit. Ball back over to Leedey. Full court pressure by Tyrone. Chapman with it. Spins back. Gets it up to Puffenbarger across the timeline. And that is going to be a foul on Williams. And that is the worst person who could pick up that one, as that'll be his third. Team's first of the half. Just still 7:37 left here in the third quarter. So Williams is going to have to be very careful while he's still out there on the court. Ball tipped away momentarily by Hernandez. Now Chapman with it. Now Page outside puts up the three. No good. Rebounded by Bell. Johnson up ahead. Johnson lays it up left hand. Can't get it to drop in. Chapman up to Jack Puffenbarger. Chapman in the lane. Banks it up. No good. Hill with the putback bank shot. 25-14 now the score. And an offensive foul called on the screen. That'll be on Brown, his second, team's second. Puffenbarger across the timeline, gets it over to Hill. Now Chapman out front with it. Luke Puffenbarger back to Chapman. In the lane, banks it up hard, no good. Ball tipped up and around. Chapman comes away with it for Leedey. Ball knocked away by Brown. Up ahead to Hernandez. Side steps the defender, puts it up. Can't get it to drop in as it just sat on the iron and went off to the left side. And Hernandez will be called for the foul. That'll be his first. Team's third foul of the half. So Chapman with it. Over to Page, tapped away by Hernandez. He's got the ball in the open court. Drives to the hoop, left-handed layup, puts it up and in. 25-16 now the score. Chapman with it, guarded by Johnson. Picks up his dribble. Hernandez lays it up, misses the shot. Ball tapped out of bounds and back to Leedey. And Tyrone can't buy a basket. They are struggling at the rim. Clay Witt wanted the foul there. Connor Witt checks into the game for Tyrone. Chapman over to Page. Across the timeline to Hill. Hill leaves it for Page, double teamed in the corner. Gets it over to Hill. Now back underneath. The pass from Luke to Jack Puffenbarger. We're back to a double-digit lead, 27-16. 5 left to play in the third. Bell with it on the wing. Now Brown back to Bell in the lane. Back outside. Three-pointer is up. No good. Rebound by Page. Luke Puffenbarger all the way to the baseline. Back outside, Chapman drives in. Tipped away by Hernandez. Page with it. puts it up off the glass, no good. The putback by Jack Puffenbarger. We've got a timeout on the floor, 4:35 left in the third. Leedey extends their lead to 13.
In today's world, and you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. And we are back. Checking in over at Enid. Texhoma leads 25-17 with 6 to play in the third. Hooker up in the second quarter over Morrison, 21-5. Johnson brings it down. Three-pointer by Bell is good. Back to a 10-point game. That's 5 points for Bell. Ball inbounded to Chapman. Gets it over to Page. Pass up to Puffenbarger. Tipped away by Hernandez, and they'll call him for the foul. That'll be his second, team's fourth foul. Chapman up to Puffenbarger. Down to Hill. Puts it up, leaves it short. Long rebound. Hill chases it down. And they'll call a travel call. Ball back over to Tyrone. The junior number 1, Dakota Kane, checks in for the first time for Tyrone. Ball tipped. Johnson drives in lane, puts up the floater, no good. Rebounded by Jack Puffenbarger. Foul is going to be called on Witt. That will be his second, team's fifth foul. Now Chapman with it. Gets it back to Page. Long pass ahead, tipped away by Johnson. It will stay with Leedey. Ball into the corner, Page for three. No good, long rebound, chased down by Hill. Chapman outside, gets a screen, dives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bell. Johnson quickly to the other end, kicks it to the corner to Witt. Bell for three from the wing, in and out. Page with the ball. Bell knocks it away. Timeout on the floor, 2:59 left in the third. Leedey leads Tyrone 29-19. So Hernandez with the ball outside, gets the screen, kicks it over to Bell. Now to Johnson, back out top to Bell. Johnson hands it off to Hernandez. Backdoor pass to Witt, back outside, three-pointer from the corner, left short by Bell, gets his own rebound, kicks it outside, Witt with it now on the wing, skip pass is knocked away, and that Leedey length caused that turnover. Ball across the timeline, it's Luke Puffenbarger with it. Up to Jack Puffenbarger, now to Chapman in the lane, tries to put up the shot, blocked from behind by Bell. Now Johnson with it in the open court, drives all the way to the hoop, puts it up, no good, but he does draw the first foul of the half on Leedey. That foul will be on Luke Puffenbarger, his second of the game. 2:05 left here in the third quarter. Misses the first. Williams checks back into the game. Texhoma leading 27-20 with under 4 to play in the third over in Enid. Rebound pulled in by Hill. Luke Puffenbarger with it. Up ahead to Jack Puffenbarger. Baseline shot, no good, but he's fouled by Brown. That'll be Brown's third foul, team's sixth foul. That went off the back iron. 1:54 left here in the third, 10-point contest. And second one rolls off the rim, rebounded by Hernandez. Hernandez over to Johnson. Hernandez cut off. They'll say a foul. Foul will be on Chapman, his first, just the team's second foul on Leedey. 1:36 left in the half, or the third quarter. Long pass out front to Bell. Hands off to Johnson, back to Bell. Looked at the three, passed it up. Outside to Hernandez. Back around Johnson for three. Drains it. 29-22. That's 10 points for Johnson. Puffenbarger across midcourt, picks up his dribble. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Now up ahead to Page. Long pass to Hill, to the hoop, lays it up, missed the shot. Ball tipped around in the air. Chapman comes away with it. Lobs it down to Hill, no good. Brown will be called for the foul. That'll be his fourth. Misses the first. Rollins will check in for Brown. He checks out with his fourth foul. Second shot up and good. Back to an 8-point game. Hernandez will bring it up for the Bobcats. Now over to Johnson. Bell to Rollins in the corner. Back around, Johnson for three. Misses everything on that one. Ball back over to Leedey. 31.8 left here in the third. Cross midcourt with Hill. Now back outside. Chapman with it out top. Poked away by Hernandez. Ball loose on the floor. Bell gets it up to Hernandez. He'll lay it up off the glass and in. 7 points for Hernandez. 10 seconds left. Now Page with it. Long pass ahead to Puffenbarger. 2 seconds on the clock. Shot at the free throw line is good by Luke Puffenbarger. And Leedey leads Tyrone as we head to the fourth, 32-24.
We get it.
So as we start this fourth quarter, Leedey ball. They lead by 8 points. Chapman with the ball out top. Back over to Luke Puffenbarger. Hill, baseline shot, bank, no good. Chapman with the rebound, misses the putback, and a foul on the rebound. That will be number 2 on Chapman, third team foul. Bell gives it back to Hernandez. Hernandez all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in, and draws the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for the and one, as Hill will be called for that one. That'll be his second. Team's fourth of the half. We'll check in here over at Enid. Texhoma still leading Calumet, the 5th-ranked team in the state. They're leading them 31-21 with about 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hooker leads Morrison big at halftime. They lead 29-7. Hernandez, the and one free throw is good. He's in double figures with 10, and it is a 5-point game. Puffenbarger across midcourt. Outside to Hill, too far behind him, a turnover, back to Tyrone. Pass ahead to Bell. Now to Johnson, back to Bell, looked at the three, passed it up. Now Rollins with it, high post, Bell puts up the shot, leaves it short. Back, ball gets tipped back to him for the rebound. Rollins with the ball now. Now over to Hernandez, looks to drive, comes off the screen. Back outside to Williams. Williams loses it back to Rollins. Now Johnson, Bell for three from the corner, leaves it well short. Jack Puffenbarger with the rebound. Long pass ahead to Page across the timeline. He'll hold it up, hand it off to Luke Puffenbarger. Ball back to Chapman. Ball knocked loose, gets it away to Tyrone. Johnson up to Hernandez. Lays it up, no good. And the foul will be called on Luke Puffenbarger. That will be his third, team's 5th foul. So Hernandez at the line. We've got a timeout on the floor, 6:32 left to play. Leedey leads Tyrone 32-27.
We get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. And we are back. Hernandez at the line. Over in Enid, Texhoma leading 33-21 in the final seconds of the third quarter, trying to get to the big house. They win this one, they're there for Class A. Hernandez's first free throw off the back iron. After 3 quarters over there in Enid, it's 35-21. Texhoma leads. Second shot by Hernandez is good. He's got 11, and it's a 4-point game. That's the closest it's been in a while, 32-28. Pass ahead to Hill. Back outside to Luke Puffenbarger. Back to Hill. Right to Witt for the steal. Pass ahead to Johnson is intercepted, and they'll call the foul. That will be on Johnson. That's his first foul. Team's 8th foul. Puffenbarger looks like he'll be okay. He's shaking up a little bit on that foul. That is Luke Puffenbarger. .6:20 left to play. First free throw up and good. Second free throw is good as well. Back to a 6-point lead. Hernandez with the ball. Gets the screen from Williams. He'll pull up for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Page. Ball knocked away, picks up his dribble. Hernandez knocks it away. Puffenbarger with it. Now Chapman across the timeline, passes up to Hill. Ball knocked away by Johnson, gets the steal. Johnson with it again, races into the lane all the way to the hoop. That one blocked by Puffenbarger, and a foul on Hernandez. That will be his 3rd, team's 9th foul. So Luke Puffenbarger at the line for the 1-and-1. Misses the front end. Rebound by Brown. Hernandez with it. Brings it across midcourt. He's drawing a lot of attention there. High post to Williams. Now back to Hernandez. Wherever he goes with the ball, there's 2 on him. Brown, long 3, no good. Chapman with the rebound. Luke Puffenbarger brings it across the timeline, splits the defenders, passes it up ahead to Hill, who lays it up and in. 36-28. 5:10 left in this one. Winner on to the state tournament. A loser, a great season, but one short of the state tournament. Hernandez for 3, he's fouled, gets it to drop in. He'll go to the line for a 4-point play. And that is number 4 on Luke Puffenbarger as Bell checks back in for Witt. So if Hernandez can sink this one, we're back to a 4-point game with just under 5 to play. And he does. Converts the 4-point play, 36-32. Ball inbounded to Luke Puffenbarger, up to Chapman across the timeline to Hill. Back outside to Page. And the pass to Chapman, can't save it. Turnover back to Tyrone. Hernandez brings it across the timeline. At the free throw line, dives inside, puts it up, gets it to go in. He draws a foul again. He's going to the line for the three-point play. This one is going to be on Hill. That'll be his third, team's seventh. We've got a timeout on the floor, 4:36 left. Leedey leads Tyrone 36-34. And we are back. Hernandez, who just converted a 4-point play, now trying to convert a 3-point play on consecutive offensive possessions. Free throw is up and good. It's a 1-point game. Hernandez now with 18 points. Inbounded to Chapman. Pass across to Page. Ball blocked by Hernandez. Page gets it back, and a foul in the open court. That one will be on Bell. That'll be his first 10th team foul, so double bonus the rest of the way for Leedey. Misses the first. 4:27 left. In and out on the second. Hernandez with the rebound. Tyrone with a chance to take the lead on this possession. Hernandez outside. Johnson with it. Back around to Williams. Back around the perimeter again to Bell. Bell with it again. Hand off to Hernandez. Page dived in. Pulls up. Free throw line, misses everything. That's going to be a foul on Jack Puffenbarger. That'll just be his second, but it will be the 8th team foul. So Johnson at the line for the 1-and-1. Johnson ties it up. He's got 11, 3:57 left to play. And Tyrone leads 37-36, 12 points now for Johnson. Puffenbarger across the midcourt stripe, drives all the way to the hoop and lays it in. Leedey retakes the lead by 1. That's 10 points for Luke Puffenbarger. Hernandez with the ball outside, gives it up to Johnson, over to Brown. Johnson takes it back, now to Williams. Ball around the perimeter. Bell looked at the three, ball tipped away. Johnson's got it. Looks to drive in the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jack Puffenbarger. Ball out to Page. Pass across the timeline. Up to Hill. Ball loose. Hernandez with it into the open court. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and in. Tyrone retakes the lead. 3 minutes to play. He's got 20. Tyrone leads by 1. Page across the timeline. Now Chapman with it. Backdoor pass to Hill. Catches it. Puts it up high off the glass. No good. They'll say it hit off the top of the backboard. Ball over to Tyrone. 2:48 left to play. The winner on to the big house. And you can tell it matters for both of these teams. It's going to come down to the wire. Bell with it now. Over to Brown, back up top to Johnson. Now to Williams, steps up. Johnson takes the three from the top of the key, missed. Williams with the rebound, back outside to Hernandez. Gives it up to Johnson. Back to Bell. Well, Johnson with it again, 2 to play. Dives inside, outside to Bell. Back outside to Johnson. Williams open for the wing three. No good. Rebounded on the backside by Page. Gets it up to Chapman. Into the corner. Puffenbarger drives the dish to his brother, Jack Puffenbarger, for the lay-in. Leedey retakes the lead by 1. A minute and a half left. Hernandez drives, kicks out. Brown for 3. Off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Luke Puffenbarger. Gets it off to Chapman. Long pass ahead to Jack Puffenbarger. Stolen away by Brown. Johnson into the open court. Drives all the way to the hoop. Throws it up high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Luke Puffenbarger. And a foul is going to be called. Looks like that one may be on Hernandez. That would be his 4th. It is. So 2 shots for Chapman. Tex Homa with 2:43 left. Leading over Calumet 42-27. They can hold on there. They're headed to the state tournament. Chapman sinks the first. He's got 9. 1:06 to play. 2-point lead for Leedey. Second one no good. Rebounded by Hernandez. Hernandez to Johnson. Leedey extending their defense out. Trying to keep Hernandez from getting the ball. Hernandez with it, gets the screen from Johnson. High post, back outside to Johnson. Now Hernandez with it up top. Gets the screen, pulls up for 3, leaves it a little short. Bell can't save it. Ball back over to Leedey. 35.3 left. Witt checks into the game for Bell. Referees with the discussion. Over in Enid, 44-30 now the score with 2:21 left. Let's check on Hooker. Last score we had was halftime. Now in the second half, Hooker well in control, on their way to a regional championship, up 42-11 in the third quarter over Morrison. Puffenbarger past the timeline, ball knocked loose, ball into the backcourt, Johnson with it, and a timeout called by Tyrone. 26.2 left. They've got the ball. They trail by 2.
We get it. You need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply. Tyrone ball. They trail by 2, 26.2. A trip to the big house on the line. Ball inbounded to Johnson. Over to Bell. Bell takes the deep three, no good. Ball batted out of bounds by Leedey. It'll stay with Tyrone, 15 seconds. Williams will inbound for the Bobcats. Into Brown for three. He drains it. Tyrone takes the lead. 10 seconds left. Ball tipped away. Hernandez with the steal. 6 seconds. He's fouled. Hernandez will go to the line for the 1-and-1. The lone senior, Ethan Brown, with the three to give Tyrone the lead. 5 seconds on the clock. That's foul number 3 on Chapman. Timeout on the floor with 5 seconds left. Tyrone leads by 1.
PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply. Out of the timeout. Hernandez at the line after the steal. He was fouled. The 1-and-1. Tyrone leads by 1. In and out on it. Puffenbarger and a quick timeout. 3.7 left. Leedey ball. So back out on the floor, 3.7 left. Leedey ball. Tyrone leads by 1 for a trip to the state tournament. Hernandez will guard the inbound pass. Hill with it. Long pass ahead. And they don't even get a shot off. The Tyrone Bobcats win 42-41. They're going to the state tournament. A three-pointer by the senior Ethan Brown to put them up by 1. A steal by Roberto Hernandez. Here's the trophy presentation. Brown will step out, the senior, and receive it. Take it back to his teammates. The Tyrone Bobcats are heading back to the state tournament, able to defeat Leedey twice to get there. Both very hard-fought victories. The Tyrone Bobcats headed back to the big house checking in on over at Enid. It looks like Texhoma's headed there too in Class A as they lead 51-38 with 39 seconds left. So at least 3 Panhandle teams could be down there this coming week, next weekend. And then also Hooker girls, they're in the area championship in 2A. They'll play out next week on Friday. And then the boys, it looks like they're going to be there as well. Well up in the third quarter. The last score we have, they were up 42-11. So up very big. Of course, Hooker boys ranked second in the state in 2A. Roger passed down there from Panhandle Illustrated, lining everybody out so he can get a nice championship team photo here on Jimmy Peck Court here at Boomer Fieldhouse. And it's been quite a weekend, quite a week. As in 8 days, my cameraman, Emmanuel D. Herrera, and myself, Jason Epp, 18 games we've filmed and called in an 8-day spread. And I don't think we've had a better time ever than we've had this week. We thank everybody for joining us for all the games. We wish the best to our Panhandle teams as they head off to state. And we thank you for joining us here on PTCI's YouTube channel. Remember, if you haven't already liked our page, if you haven't subscribed to it, you'll get all kinds of alerts when we do have videos out. Folks, thanks for joining us. Good night from Woodward, Oklahoma.
At PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Hey, we get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
From all of us at PTCI, thank you for choosing to do business locally. We continue to offer you great deals like 1 month free cell service when you add a line or you're a new customer. We know the holidays are here and PTCI wants to help. Help you save money. Save $600 on the purchase of a new cell phone. Once again, thank you for choosing PTCI, your local small business cellular provider. Some restrictions may apply.
Click ptci.net for details today.
At PTCI, we know it's important to keep your world within your reach. Having the right cell phone and our nationwide cell service helps you do just that and keeps you connected to your loved ones, no matter the distance. So stay connected to what and who matters and keep your world within your reach with PTCI Cellular. Choose PTCI for the latest assortment of cell phones and our area's best cell coverage at a location near you, online at ptci.net, or at 580-338-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
Hey, we get it. No, you need faster internet, especially in today's world. And you deserve it too. You deserve a great experience while playing video games, binging the latest TV show, or video chatting with your loved ones. Like you, we know the importance of having good internet where you live and work. That's why, as your local internet provider, PTCI's affordable and reliable internet plans make perfect sense. So sign up today and get the internet you deserve at a PTCI location near you, or visit us online at ptci.net.
Some restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Jason with PTCI, and today we are at the offices of Panhandle Services for Children, and we're talking with Destiny Traylor, who is the Chief Executive Officer of this charitable organization. Thank you for taking time to talk with us today, Destiny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Destiny, I know that your operation has been around not too long, but for a little while. Tell us a little bit about the history, and then also just the different services that you provide for children in the Panhandle, and also for families as well.
Okay, so we have been around since 2012, so we're not very old, and we are one of 39 youth service agencies statewide, where we are a part of a statewide network, but we're the only ones local. So we serve all 3 Panhandle counties, and we provide services anywhere from counseling to educational programs in the schools and here in the office, and even foster care.
Well, and you mentioned foster care, and I know that that's something that's near and dear to your heart and really this whole organization's. Tell me some specific stories maybe that have been very heartwarming and touching for maybe you or just the other people that work here, and how it's affected you.
Okay, well, foster care is really an amazing program that we have here, and I'm very proud of it because we have a lot of adoptions take place. And we have had more adoptions take place than even some of the bigger agencies downstate. So that has been really amazing to see, because you get to see everything from start to finish. So you get to see those kids be removed and the horrible situations that they're removed from, and then everything in between the removal to the parental rights being removed, and then the adoption taking place with the family that you've been there from step one. And it's just really amazing to see that.
You also mentioned your classroom, which we're real close by here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the services you provide in your classroom.
Okay, so our educational programs are anything from anger management to parenting classes to It's My Life, which is a program for first-time offenders or kids that are on the end of getting in trouble a little bit and need some help that way. So we can do any kind of educational program that's needed. We also go into the schools and teach life skills to all the grades in the school, and really anything that's a need, that's what we're here for. So if somebody has a need in the community, they can contact us, we can develop that program and try to meet that need.
Well, and we've also talked about, just like you said, you cover all 3 panhandles, so you cover a enormous coverage of area, probably larger than I imagine anybody else in the state, probably at least double the size of anybody else, I would imagine. So typically those who downstate look at us out here and they don't necessarily think we're up to date on technology. And I know you've mentioned in the past that you guys have had some situations where they didn't think that you had access to those things, but with partnership with PTCI, you're able to take care of these things a whole lot better than maybe they thought.
Yes, it's always really funny because we contract with state agencies in Oklahoma City and Tulsa area, and they hear Guyman and they think, well, that's in the middle of nowhere. And so they're always concerned about our internet access and our ability to transfer files and different things like that. But we have PTCI, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, and I know that I've heard you mention before that if you didn't have those things, you were expected to get into a car and drive 5 hours basically that moment to take care of those situations, and
yes.
So it is very beneficial to be able to have that. So
yes, it is.
Well, with PTCI knows that you guys just provide an incredible service here, and we're glad that the cooperative wants to help our local families and local businesses and things like that. So to know that that is provided, that you guys don't have to make those midnight runs like that as much,
Right.
especially in a field that is so important like that, where you are talking about children who have been in traumatic situations that are being removed, and their whole lives were a mess before. It's still very topsy-turvy through that, so I'm sure that's very comforting to you guys as well.
Yes, it is, and really it's all of our programs. So counseling and education, because of the situation that we're in with COVID, we've had to do a lot of telemed services. Well, PTCI has been a huge help with that as well, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to see those kids. And we're able to see them on the computer with the high-speed internet access, and it helps all around.
Well, Destiny, I guess the other thing that I would ask you to tell any of our viewers about are, you guys are a charitable organization. If this touches somebody's heart, if they're interested in maybe fostering, adopting, or just maybe even giving a financial gift to your organization and everything, what would they need to do?
I would say that there are a lot of different ways that you can support us, just like what you mentioned. You can become a foster family. If you're in need of our services, you can just contact us. The website, it's www.panhandleservices.org. We also have a Facebook page, and our phone number is everywhere, so you're welcome to call us anytime and we can help you with whatever you need.
Once again, Panhandle Services for Children, maybe they can be a help for you and your family, or maybe a child that you know, but also it might be an opportunity for you to impact your community or a child's life in a great way. So, Destiny, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.